everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hey, I'm Linda, and if not, what's up? Yeah, I changed my hair color. I wanted to go natural. So instead of continuing to fry my hair with bleach, I decided that I was going to do this for kicks and giggles, but I have fallen in love with it, and this is as close to my natural hair color as I will ever get. And yes, I did get new glasses too, and they have the blue glare, so that way while I'm at work and on my phone and doing whatever requires blue light from electronics, I am now fully protected, and I'm starting to like the frames. They leave a really nice mark on my nose. So let's just jump into the video. I have been missing for a while, and I said I was going to try and do more videos, try and be on here more often, and well, that didn't work. That didn't work. So essentially, my coworker, who was, as they are called, the team lead, she was in as the team lead. We each have a section, whether you're on negotiations or the litigation side, you work in teams. And so she quit and left behind a mess that we didn't know, and so for the time that she had left before they could put someone in her place, I had so much being piled on, and I was having a really hard time coping. I knew it was sink or swim. I swam, got a new partner, everything's amazing. I love my job, like, it's absolutely amazing. Our company picnic is Friday, and I will try and take you guys along. But long story short, my mental health has just continued to decline. I really started noticing it when I would get angry, and everyone gets angry, but not to the point where they punch their mailbox because they can't get the mail to stay on. We have an old style mailbox where you take like a clothespin, you hook basically pinch the mail in front of the box, and then it's weird. Okay, we just do things weird here. And I couldn't get it to stick, so I got mad, shoved the mail in the mailbox, and punched the mailbox shut, thinking that was a good idea. While I'm also seething at that point, I also get mad because my keys are stuck to my bag, so I'm ripping at my $100 bag, which, you know, $100 is still a lot of money for a bag, so ripping at my bag, get even more pissed off, and then decide, never done this in my entire life, never ever ever, because these cups are so freaking expensive, but I chucked my Starbucks cup, whipped it across my driveway into my neighbor's driveway, and miraculously, the reason why Starbucks cups are so expensive is because they are so amazing, because when I picked it back up, 95% of my coffee was still in it, and no cracks, nothing. Everything was fine. I had to drive to work in complete silence. I should not have even been on the road with as much anger that was seething through me. That's when I know something's wrong. That's when I know it's time to adjust my medicine. That's when I know there's something not right. So I think I ended up seeing she's not a psychiatrist completely, but I ended up seeing her. I believe at that point I increased my Seroquel from 400 to 450, and it's not really working. Still getting angry for no reason. I'm still getting very, very frustrated for no reason. I'm guessing there are reasons. I do have a hectic life, but so basically I do know that I am having some triggering situations, such as, being stressed at work. By the time I leave Sydney, where I live, and by the time I get to Dayton, where I work, it's a 40-mile drive. So by the time I get there, I'm tired. I've been on the road for 40 minutes. By the time I get ready to leave at 5:30 to get home by like 6:15, I'm done for the day. I'm done for the night. I don't want to be around anybody. I basically whip out my phone and just watch YouTube, scroll through Instagram, pop up on Twitter. I just wanted to come on here and update everybody. So, I guess essentially I wanted to come on here and say that I am doing everything in my power to get my mental health back to where it needs to be, find an equal, stable ground that will afford me the ability to come home and be productive instead of coming home, holed up in this room, doing nothing but being on my phone, even though I've been on the computer for 8 hours. So I guess that's really all I have to say, is that right now I am using old coping mechanisms that are very destructive. They are very, I don't say shameful because I don't feel ashamed, because it's my way of taking my own guilt, my own pain, and putting it in a way that doesn't destroy someone else's life, I guess you could put it. They're negative coping skills, and it's just going to take a while to rebuild everything again. And I'm on here to just be honest. And moving forward with my mental health, I see my non-psychiatrist, but she can prescribe medication, doctor on the 13th, which is in a week and a half. And yeah, I've seen BetterHelp on many different platforms, and I had gotten curious. Strangely, I had gotten an email, and I'm so glad I got that email. I have been in online counseling for roughly 3 weeks now, and it's beyond affordable. I can talk to my counselor whenever. I can send her a message and she can reply. I can request a live chat, live video. We have set goals for me to work on. It is like being at a conventional, or can't say conventional. It's like being at a counseling session, but in your own terms and in your own way. Given the fact that I work 40 miles away, it's very difficult to have consistent counseling appointments that would afford me to go to the counseling center, sit and wait for an appointment. That's just not working for me anymore. So I have signed up for BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online counseling, and I just wanted to read a little bit of information to you guys so you guys will understand. It's so freaking affordable. Usually each session with my healthcare, where I would have been going, is roughly $75 to $100 per session. And with BetterHelp, you are paying roughly $35 a week. And even if you still can't afford that, if your financial situation doesn't allow that, you can apply for financial assistance. as I did to begin, because I didn't know if I could honestly afford, and even with the amount of money I make, the debt to asset ratio, I was able to get some help in payment, which is amazing that even with my income, they still work with me and still allow me to take on counseling again and to help make myself better at a very affordable cost that works on my time frame and in my comfortability. Basically, with BetterHelp, you are paired with a licensed counselor, therapist. They do marriage counseling, family counseling, individual counseling. They do it all. It's all online, and and every single provider is licensed in the state in which you live. I live in Ohio, so the counselor that I have, she's licensed in Ohio, and she has been an absolute godsend, and I'm so thankful for that. Each week, I just want to get the mathematics correct on this. Each week is about $35 for unlimited messaging, as opposed to $100 per session for traditional counseling. That's amazing. You have absolutely, no joke, 24/7 access to your counselor. If you send them a message, it will take a while to reply, but you can also mark it as urgent, and then they will get the message and maybe reply a lot faster. You can also request live chats, live voice calls, all of, and like I said, you're doing it at the comfort of your own place. I personally take a bit of my hour lunch to sit down and message my counselor, and that kind of gives me that little respite at work, that little bit of oasis to be able to connect with someone who can help me get past something and help me reach my goal without me having to request time off to drive back home to go to an appointment that will last for an hour and then have to wait another 2 weeks to make another appointment. This is 24/7 communication with someone that is licensed and is just amazing at what they do. This is the app right here for Android and iOS, so you have it for both Apple and Android. When you start, obviously you have a screen. I just opened it up to the settings, and you can there's your account, counselor. It lets you know more about your counselor. Basically, I'm just going to put it on the screen here as I'm scrolling through, and you are literally taking a questionnaire, and you can start counseling as of today. You can go to So if you want to try counseling for a very reasonable rate where you can have total control over the situation, whereas whether you're doing messages, live chats, live phone calls, they do not offer immediate service. If you need immediate service, call 911, or they have crisis so if you want to give this service a try, like I said, it's roughly $35 a week. And if you still feel like you can't afford that, you can apply for financial assistance. As I've said, I did that and it did provide me with some financial assistance to get things started, and I'm so grateful for that. Like I said, I'm doing this from my cell phone, from my computer at work, from my computer here at home, whenever I want, when I feel like I need to have that connection with someone who is more equipped than, say, my mother or my husband. So take that for what it is. If you want to, you can click through the link that is down below and you can get started today. I will link this down below and I will also leave it here on the screen. It is tryonlinetherapy.com//thinasair. So, and I hope that I can spread this message to as many people as possible so that we can all take the stigma away from counseling, from depression, from bipolar disorder, anxiety, schizophrenia, anything. It's time to take the stigma away from mental health, because that is the most important thing, is mental health and physical health. Without working on both, you're not working at all, in my opinion. So thank you, BetterHelp, for helping me stay alive right now. So yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to see mental health wise, please let me know in the comments down below. I will leave all the information necessary in the description box down below, and I will have many other links if you need immediate assistance, crisis hotline, stuff like that. I will have that linked in the description down below, but I just want to let you guys know that I'm here sometimes. So with that, I'm going to say good night so I can go ahead and get ready to go to bed, even though it's only 8:30. Yeah. I love you guys, and I will see you sometime in the future. Bye, guys.